Under this sphere of silence or Mauna process, the first part, known as path of duty. Out of the 1 hour, we are spending almost half of the time for this path of duty practice. What it means by path of duty? Simply, during this path of duty, you are going to analyze how you have spent last 24 hours. So where you are right now, what are your important tasks that you need to complete now, and setting up your plans and goals for the future. So path of duty is very important because it is helping you to connect your past with your present and identify what is in your control right now, as well as how to align what you are going to do right now, taking lessons from the past to build your future. So this is the most important part of the Mauna, path of duty. Let me tell you step by step how you can practice path of duty under this Mauna process. So under path of duty, first 10 minutes we are dedicating for our past, simply for last 24 hours. So we are analyzing what we have been able to accomplish during last 24 hours, what we have missed. So what are the learnings we can extract from last 24 hours? What are the weaknesses that we had? What are the solutions that we can implement to minimize or remove these weaknesses in our practices? So first 10 minutes is like SWOT analysis for your last 24 hours. Just understand, if you can do this SWOT analysis every day by looking at your last 24 hours, how much easily you can adjust yourself aligning with your future goals and dreams, rather doing it once in a week, once in a month, or once in a year. And the most important point that you need to understand and practice when you are practicing path of duty, you have to write down what you have accomplished during last 24 hours, what you have missed out, you need to write down, as well as your weaknesses that you can identify from yesterday. As well, what are the solutions that you are thinking or that you are seeing to rectify these mistakes. Take a separate book for this Mauna process and dedicate 1 or 2 pages for every day to practice Mauna by writing them down. It is the best practice of Mauna. So this is a sample format that you can follow to write down your path of duty practices. So first of all, you need to write down what you have accomplished during last 24 hours, and then what you have missed out, as well as what are the weaknesses that you identified, as well as the solutions that you have identified to implement to minimize your weaknesses or rectify them. When you are writing them down, don't miss anything. Recall your memories and write them down, everything. This is very, very important. If you write them down here, you will recognize what you missed during last 24 hours. Now you have the control in your hand to rectify them now, today. So it will not become a backlog in your life that you missed yesterday. So you can fix it within today by moving it forward to today. First of all, you need to identify what you have missed. Then only you can move it forward to today and take control over the tasks which you have not been able to accomplish or complete within last 24 hours. So if you are not investing enough time, quality time to write them down, our mind is very much tricky. Our mind will forget what we missed yesterday. So it is becoming a backlog in your entire life that you are not going to complete even after a few months. So this is very much important process. So under path of duty, first 10 minutes, analyzing your last 24 hours. So under path of duty, second 10 minutes, we are going to invest to identify where we are right now. After analyzing last 24 hours, you can identify what you have missed out yesterday. So you can move them forward to today plan, as well as you can identify what are the tasks or goals that you need to achieve, or the tasks that you need to complete within next 24 hours, which means today, where you have the control to make a difference. So how to practice path of duty second half, planning today or present? For that, what you need to have a daily timetable. So this is like your daily planner. So you are setting up your activities or targets or tasks that you need to complete within next 24 hours in the present. So for that, what are the time slots that you are going to dedicate? So because of some other interruptions, some other appointments, you will not get distracted from your daily planner, because you have set your appointments, tasks, activities with the time. So you know exactly you have this task to be completed within this time. So even though you get an invitation to join with something else which is not important, you will delegate it to someone or to a different time, and you will focus on completing the planned tasks in your daily plan. So there is a famous saying, he who fails to plan is planning to fail. So planning today is very much crucial. This is the best way that you can take control over your next 23 hours. Planning it, identifying exactly what you need to accomplish within next 23 hours, which means planning today. So you can use this type of sample format to plan your day. It is exactly like you are setting up your appointments for next 23 hours. So when you set up an appointment, you cannot cancel it. You cannot postpone it. You have to complete it. You have the responsibility to complete it at the setup time. That is why it all has an appointment. So this will help you to take control over your today, your present, your next 23 hours. Under path of duty, last 10 minutes we are dedicating to plan our future. When we are going to plan our future, we are planning our future under 3 major segments. Number 1, our next 7 days, which means our short-term goals. As well, second category, we are planning our future related to mid-term goals, which means our next 6 months. We are planning our future targeting our long-term main goals and dreams, which mean our next 5-year goals and dreams. I will tell you how exactly you can plan your future, aligning with your short-term, mid-term and long-term goals and dreams. When I am going to guide you on path of duty, planning your future, I need to introduce this concept called SMART goals. How to make your goals a SMART. For a goal to become a SMART, it must be a specific, well-defined, clear, as well as it must be measurable, it must be attainable, it must be relevant to you, relevant to this time period, as well as it must have a time bound. Following SMART or SMART concept, let me guide you how you can write down your future short-term, mid-term or long-term goals and dreams, aligning with law of attraction techniques. This is very, very important for you to follow. If you are not aligning what you are writing down, what you are reading, what you are thinking, what you are asking as your goals and dreams, aligning with law of attraction techniques, sometimes rather you are getting closer to your dreams and goals through this practice. Maybe you can get distance from your goals and dreams also. So follow this 100%, understand it 100% and start practicing it in the most accurate manner. when you're writing down your short-term, mid-term or long-term goal. As an example, I own a successful bakery that generates 10,000 in monthly revenue. So this sentence specifying what is this business is all about and what type of income or revenue it generates, which means how much you are expecting. So it is very much specific. When you're writing down, you know exactly what is it. When you are attracting it under law of attraction practices, you know exactly what you are attracting. You are generating and emitting the right frequencies and thoughts to the universe. I will explain you about law of attraction and how to practice it later, but I'm guiding you how to make your goals smart, aligning them with law of attraction techniques here. Number 2 that you need to focus when you are writing down your short-term, mid-term, long-term goals, using a positive language. As an example, instead of I am not stressed about money, that is a negative way of writing down what you don't need. So you should stop thinking about what you do not need. Rather, you need to focus on what exactly you need, which means you need to use positive language, what exactly you need, not what you don't need. How to write down the same meaning in a different way. I manage my finances with ease and abundance. So it represents that positive vibe, positive thought when you are writing down the same in a different way. So always use positive language. And next thing that you need to consider, write whatever the goals that you are writing down, short term, mid term, long term, in present tense, simple present tense, as if you have already achieved it. As an example, I live in my dream house by the beach. So you need to write down your goals and dreams in simple present tense, as if you are already experiencing it. The next point, adding emotions through descriptive words into your goal. As an example, I feel happy and fulfilled running my thriving online business. So it brings the emotions into words and explaining, describing what exactly it is. So when you are writing down your goals and dreams, bringing your emotions out is very much crucial and important. Especially under law of attraction techniques, you must connect your goals, whatever you are writing down, with your emotions. Next one, focus on the process as well as the outcome. As an example, I wake up at 6 a.m. daily to meditate and plan my day, leading to a balanced and productive life. You are writing down your goals in simple present tense as if you have achieved them. So there also you are explaining the process that you are following as well as the outcome. Next point that you need to focus when you are writing down smart goals, keep it relevant and believable. As an example, I consistently save $500 each month toward my travel fund. It represents something that you can do practically. This number also can be changed according to your background, according to your situation that you are in right now. And it is relevant. Whatever you are doing, relevant to something that is positive, that you need to achieve, that you are going to achieve, that you need to experience, as well as it is believable, realistic. If it is not realistic, your mind is not helping you to believe it is possible. So if your mind is not accepting something is believable, it will not help you to achieve it also. The most important next point that you need to consider when you are writing down your short-term, mid-term and long-term goals is visualization. The best tool that you can use to visualize your goals and dreams is the vision board. So having your own vision board which represent the exact specific goals and dreams, short-term, mid-term, long-term, that you are planning to achieve, that you are willing to achieve, is very much powerful when you are going to do this part, that is visualization. So when you're practicing this part, what you can do, you can look at your vision board, look at the goal that you are willing to experience, and use simple present tense and write down your experience when you have that goal with you. Write down it like, as an example, I see myself confidently speaking at conferences and inspiring thousands of people. So if you are seeing a picture which represents the same, it is very easy for your mind to visualize it. And last but not least, review and revise regularly. Read your written goals daily and adjust them as your priority or circumstances change. Sometimes you may have few different goals and dreams, but according to the circumstances, according to the new conditions and situations, you will have to give the priority for a different goal. So you need to review and revise your goals, either short term, mid term, or long term, regularly. As an example, I read my personal development books every evening and feel myself growing smarter and more capable every day. So, following what you learned under the previous category, how to make your goals smart, you can coming into the last part of path of duty, that is planning your future. How to set your 5-year goals, aligning with your 6-month goals, aligning with your next 7-day short-term goals. So for that, you can use this type of format by keeping your next 7-day goals, your next 6-month goals, and next 5-year goals in the same page. Because when you are seeing them in line to each other, it is very easy to recognize what exactly you need to do in terms of achieving your 5-year big goals today and within next 7 days, within next 6 months, as well as during next 5 years. That alignment will be very much visible, like you are seeing the light in the dark. So make sure to practice this every day, writing down your goals, short term for next 7 days, mid term for next 6 months, and long term for next 5 years in this type of format, and move them forward every next day. Always follow what you learned in the previous segment, how to make your goals smart and how to follow law of attraction techniques when you're writing down your goals. As you experience under this Mauna process, the longest time period we are investing for path of duty segment, because identifying what we have achieved yesterday, what we have missed yesterday, what are the lessons that we can extract from yesterday, as well as identifying what we need to accomplish today and planning our future is the most important part of this entire Mauna process, because that is how you can take control of your day and time and align them to achieve your goals and dreams. So under this foundation, we have another 2 segments under this Mauna process. Number 2, path of knowledge, and number 3, path of devotions. So in the next video, I am going to educate you how to practice path of knowledge and path of devotion. So until we meet in the next video, I wish you all the best. Focus on practicing path of duty as you learn from this video. Follow them 100%. Develop your journal with your goals, with your dreams that you are going to write down every day consistently. See you in the next video.